G'day everybody. My local dealer gave me this little tiny box and said, check that out and see what you think. And I opened up the little box and found this little baby album. And you will not believe what I found in here. It is insane. $7,000 of catalogue Chinese stamps. It's always interested me how, these stamps are worth so much. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you step by step and show you how to identify those expensive stamps. Hang on, I'll strap you in, go grab a cup of coffee. Right, here we go. This album is not even 20 centimeters high, so it's a very tiny album. But let's have a look in here and blow you away. Little baby bit of toning, like a bit of discoloration. I think a few stamps have got a little bit here and there, but all right, the first set, and I've done these tags, this first set here is worth 300, or catalogue at $375. Isn't that insane? $375. Look at that, how beautiful. I've always heard all the hype about Chinese stamps, and it's really in those early 1970s, the early 1970s, 70s, one on to about 74, 75. There's the dates on the very bottom corners, so you can find them, but $375 Australian. This set here is only worth about $17.50. Very nice. Bridges up here, these bridges. Look at those. They're worth about $38. These thin bridges, look at these thin bridges, are worth $90. Isn't that insane? This strip here is $28 strip. But to blow you away completely, have you got these ships? Now that's 1972, these ships. There's two of those ones. But they're the colour, like I'm sort of trying to figure out, if we go to a stamp auction or we go see stamps for sale, how do you sort of tell what Chinese stamps are worth the most? Now these ships are worth $650, but see how the colour's a little bit washed out? I don't know if you can tell on camera, but when I'm looking at them, the stamps are a little bit lackluster. It's nice, it's very appealing. They look like real stamps. But yeah, they're just beautiful. But $650 for those ships. That's insane. Now I'm just trying to check. I think they're all unhinged. But there is a little bit of toning throughout the book and on some of the stamps. But talking to our dealer friend, Brian, he said that you're going to find that with a lot of these stamps these days. Rightio, this first set up the top here is worth $33. And this set here is $124. This one is $1972. And this set up here is $1978. So it's really those early years. But you can sort of tell, like, these are a little bit duller and these are a little bit shinier. Rightio. So I'm going to have to come in a little bit just so you can really enjoy these stamps. This is 1978. They go down in value quite a bit. 1978. They're $46 that set. This set of 3 is $11. The set of 2 here is $13. The set of these 3 here are $50. And these ones here, $56, and these ones are $20. So very nice. They're really, again, still in the 70s. Now, I've sort of got, there's a whole, trying to work out, there's 3 sets here. I'm trying to work out what belongs with what set. Very difficult. I know these ones belong with these ones, but they're all around the same year, 77. But all up, this whole page is worth $70, $80, $90. Pretty nice, aren't they? First line. I haven't found that one. I know where it is. I don't think it's worth that much. This one here is worth, as a joined pair, a triple, $22. These ones here are $28. These two here are $100. I'll just zip in a bit, because this is what you want to sort of remember if you see these. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3 of those. I haven't been able to. I think I found those. I didn't find those two. Yeah, a bit hard. This huge big stamp here, that's $90 stamp. Yeah, look at that. There's no hinge on it. That beautiful. And these three here, $19. But look at that. That's a $90 stamp, like $100 for a stamp. Absolutely amazing. See the date, bottom right hand corner? Makes it very easy to find these stamps in the Stanley Gibbons. China's been helping us. Set of these kid stamps, this 2 lines there is $40. And then there's 8 of these as well. And they're $40. Just make that come out a bit, just so you can have a bigger look. Blows you away a bit though, doesn't it? This multiculturalism set blew me away. Line 1, $172. And that's 1971. So again, those early 1970s. And as you can tell, if you have a look, they're not shiny. They're a little bit washed out. I'm using the word washed out. It's probably not the right word for it. But it's sort of, the colours are very matte. That's probably a better word, matte. Whereas, you know, colours in the later stamps are very glossy. The second line is $106. And then line 3 is $170, this one here. Pretty amazing, isn't it? I just couldn't believe it. And then all together, these 4 sets, these 3 lines here, and I'll just come up a little bit. That's $72. So this one whole page, 1, 2, 3, nearly $500. So we'll have a look at this here. You just wouldn't speak about it. Now, I don't know how much these sell. Like, Chinese stamps still sell very well, especially Chinese. And Brian has a particular person who he takes all this Chinese stuff to, and he's an avid buyer at every auction of the Chinese stamps. Absolutely amazing, like, what they're worth. I've always been interested to know what are the stamps worth a bit, and I've got a panda in here I'm going to show you in a bit, which blew me away. These ones here look very nice. They're $70. This first 2 lines. This set here, $134. Oh, yep. And this bottom line, those 2 here, these 2 lines here, $374. And again, you can tell they're a little bit very matte in appearance. It's like screen printing just about, even these ones. So when you look for Chinese stamps, try and find the dates. See, it's 1974, and these ones at the bottom are 1972. So I reckon anywhere from 70 to 76, and you can do quite well with the stamps. Once they get to 78, they start coming down in value. Rightio, lines 1 and 2, not this one. I haven't been able to find that one, but this line and this line, again, this is 70. So 70 is still really good too. See, they're very matte in appearance. That's $630, those 6 stamps. Unbelievable. The next line, line 3, again, very matte in appearance. And that, what year is that? 1973, $336. That's driving me nuts. But there's a few little tone spots on that. can't really see them, but they're slowly just getting infected. These have to be saved. And then the last two lines, or last 5 to 6, or 4, 5, 6, is about $56. I'm not sure, I don't know, yeah, there's a couple of them I'm not sure on. Now, Rebecca would probably love these horses. I'm just going to scan in. These are beautiful. How beautiful are they? That complete set, and it is a complete set, $145, mint unhinged. There's two of these ones here. And these flowers, I mean, they're only $14, but they're very nicely done. And this set here at $9.35. But you jump to 1978, and the prices sort of come down back into a fairly reasonable level. This whole page is probably not worth that much. The top two lines is $44. Very beautiful. Again, like that real matte sort of look. That whole set here is only, I put $5, but they're really not worth that much. And these here $1.50. But yeah, I sort of lost it a bit, that one. The date isn't even on that one, so it's a lot later. I really like this set. I'll just zoom in. These are really nice and long. I really like those. They're worth $14. I couldn't find this set in the Stanley Gibbons, but I found them on eBay for $12. But they're very, very nice. And these blew me away. Now this is 1973. And you will not believe the catalogue value for these 4 stamps. It is insane. Look at them. Unbelievable. $897, so $900. How insane is that? I just makes me, I can't breathe when I found them. It was just unbelievable. These ones here are 1973, they're quite nice, nicely done. Again, matte, but really, the designs are really nicely done. $165, those two lines. Oh no, that's just the top line. Sorry, I take that back, just the top line. The second line is worth $112. The third line, $6. Fourth line, that's Mount Everest, $14. Now these ones, 1972. I'd like, look at these, they are beautiful. Let's just go real close in on that one. Beautiful, aren't they? See, they're like real artist drawings. Like, they're beautifully done. And they're worth $374. A lot of money for 4 stamps. And these last two, $52. They're 2 separate issues, but they've got a little bit of toning on each of them. These ones look really, there's a little bit of toning on that one there, as you can see. So, you know, there is little spots of toning, which is just, oh my gosh. What got me excited with this book, and I'll show you this page here, is the pandas. And the pandas worth the most is this one here, it's £100. And I'll just go through the first one, right? Because I'm talking about the pandas, but if you just have a look at this first line here, these 4 stamps here, they're worth $566. Then you get the second set, $9.30. It's only $9.35. The next set's $5. But the pandas, if you have a look at the pandas, so this set here is not worth anything, but these pandas are worth $468. But the panda you look for is the mama and baby here, like these two here, sharing. That's £100. That is the one that everyone talks about. Unbelievable, isn't it? Blew me away when I saw that. And then these two are $13. And the last page, this top set here, $25. These birds, $33. Oh no, birds are $24, and the kids down the bottom, $33. And there's a little packet of stamps here that I really don't know what's in them. I don't think they'd be worth too much. I mean, that's from a set. I found a bird in them. These ones not worth much. Oh, that might be. What year is that? 1979, probably not. That's definitely not. It doesn't have a year on it. It doesn't have a year either. So yeah, I don't think these would be worth that much. But yeah, blew me away. I hope that, you know, it's blown you away as well. So how Brian came across this, he bought a huge estate worth quite a lot of money, went to their house and bought it. Look at this. This is just beautiful. And this album was in there. And it was in a little box like that. So, you know, sometimes you just never know. But I don't think he's going to be able to sell it for $7,000. He is taking offers. So I'll leave his number up here. Normally he goes quarter catalogue for this sort of stuff. So I reckon, you know, you offer him a good price. He's going to take it to his Chinese stamp collector, and that guy will most definitely buy these because he's a reseller as well. But he should be able to make a bit of money. But if anyone's interested, please feel free to contact Brian and ask him, and he'll send it to you. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Look at these. And it's a tiny little album. How can you get a little, you know, as soon as I sat down with it, he gave it to me. I went to his house this morning, he gave it to me, he goes, check this out. He goes, this should be worth a bit of money. And I said, have you priced it all up and that? And he goes, no, not yet, I'll get around to it. And I said, I'll do it for you. And he goes, yep, fair enough. Those ships, look at those ships. It's really amazing. Wow. Well, that was a quick video. Quick and dirty, but absolutely amazing. Look at that. All right, done. Hold on one sec. The beauty of having these friends that are stamp dealers that get hold of these wonderful little items. Absolutely amazing. It blew me away this morning. I just couldn't believe it. I was just going through going, oh my gosh, oh, that's okay, it's cheap. Oh my gosh, that's so much. Trying to get that much money for all those stamps, that's another thing. But I think you should be able to get 1,500, $2,000 at least. I mean, Chinese values for stamps are still fairly high. So, you know, checking on eBay, and a lot of them are selling quite well. If you want to turn this over a lot quicker, you probably accept a lot less. But hey, I don't buy and sell Chinese stamps. But if you're interested, please reach out to Brian and make an offer. He can either knock you back or accept it. That's the beauty about you know, buying stamps from stamp dealers. You can give them your best offer, and if it sits long enough, they might ring you back and accept. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Enjoy your stamp collecting adventure, because it is one huge adventure that we all enjoy immensely. Catch you later.